Hello everyone. In this session, we will be taking a look at how can we create map and field map in Power BI. If we talk about map charts visualize the data spatially using the geographical regions or coordinates to represent the data values. Map are especially useful for displaying the data with a geographical component such as population density, sales, distribution, or demographic information. By overlapping the data on the top of the map, users can quickly identify the spatial patterns, trends, and correlations. Map can provide a powerful way to explore and analyze the data in a geographical context, enabling the users to gain the insights into location-based phenomena and make the data-driven decisions according to each region. If we talk about the field map, also known as the choropleth map, colored geographical regions to represent the data values. Each region is shaded or filled with a color gradient. The darker the shade of the color indicates the higher values, and the lighter shades indicate the lower values. Field maps are effective for visualizing the distribution and density of data across different regions, allowing the users to compare the values and identify the trends at a glance. They provide a clear and intuitive way to analyze the spatial data and communicate the insights effectively. So let's go to the Power BI screen and see how can we create the map and field map and what exactly is the difference between these two. So in the Power BI, the only requirement to create a map or field map is that you should have a geographical field. So if I just scroll up in my data, I have this country, city, and state. So these are some geographical components that are present inside my data. This is enough to create any map in Power BI. To do that, what I'll do is I will use this option of map. I will click on map. I will expand it. And now it is asking me for the location. Now remember, if you don't have any data related to the location, such as I was having the city, country, and the state part, what you can do is also can have the longitude and latitude. So they all can be also used to create any map. So if you scroll down, I have this latitude option and the longitude option as well. So if your data has these values, you can also create the maps with the help of those. So right now in the location field, what I can do is I can drag and drop the country part. After you do it, all the countries that were listed in your data would be presented over here and a bubble would be shown on the top of those countries. Now, whenever you are having the data like this, it is known as just a simple map. If you were looking at this data and the whole region was shaded, that would be a field map. So we'll be talking about it in a bit. After you have made a map, the next thing to do is that how would the different bubbles look like what would be the size of those bubbles. So let's say if I want to increase or decrease the size of these bubbles, what would I do, and what exactly are those bubbles representing? Right now they are representing the countries that are present in my data. So if you just scroll down, I have this bubble size option. Now let's say if you want to increase or decrease the size of these bubbles, and which is basically representing any kind of measure. So for that, you can just drag and drop this values. Let's say right now I'm dragging profit in the bubble size. And you can see the size of the bubble has changed for different countries. If you look over here, the size of the bubble is big compared to as it is on the top of this part. So I will just quickly pan in this part and show you in the United States region and the Canada region. The bubble size is fairly different. So that represents that in United States, the profit was big compared to as it was in Canada region. Now this is how you can control the bubble size. Let's talk about few more things. Let's say if I want to change the type of map over here, what should I do? So over here, I have this format your visual option. If you go over here, the first option is of map settings. In that, you can change the style of map. Right now, the style is road. So let's say if I want to see the aerial view, I can click on aerial and you can see the type of the map has now changed. The second one is the dark view. So in the dark view, you can see like, let's say if you want to customize the map and if you want to just make it dark and follow the color scheme of any other reports as well, you can just change the styles from over here. So this dark view is good if you have small data points and if you are not able to look at them clearly. So if you have too much information on maps, for example, roads or satellite views, so this information can be like hide in plain sight. If you have this dark view, you can easily view these informations. The second one is the light view. Then we have the grayscale view. And the last was the road, which was turned on previously. So if we talk about the dark view, this is looking good right now. This is fairly useful when you want to use this heat map option. Now, what this heat map does is it tries to convert those areas based on the measure that you have taken. So let's say that the profit in this particular region looks good to me because there are too many bubbles right now, and these bubbles represent a huge quantity. Over here also, if you look at this American region, so these bubbles are representing the profits, and these bubbles are big compared to these small bubbles in between. So if you just click on the heat map, it would show you that shaded regions where the profit values are fairly high. So you can see this Europe region is giving me good amount of profit. So then I can easily go in over here and I can try to find out these parts where I'm having the highest amount of profit. But this is only useful when you want to look at the data from some distance. And if you want to look at some specific areas, then you need to have these bubbles. So you can just turn off this heat map. So in this way, you can try to just filter out your data with the help of bubbles or the heat maps. Then I also have this auto zoom option. So let's say if I want to show any zoom button over here, so I can just turn it on or off, and there you will see the zoom button would also appear over here. So I will just press back to report for now, and I will increase the size over here, and I will use this zoom button. So as you will turn on the zoom button, you can see this plus option would appear. As I click on this, it would try to zoom in on specific area. So then I can easily pan with the help of just clicking left click and just dragging and dropping my cursor. So in this way, you can also pan on your screen. Then if you want to focus on any specific area, we have this lasso button. So if you click on this lasso button, a small window would appear over here where it would say rectangle select. Click on it and select any area, and it would just select that specific area for you, which was inside those windows. So in this way, you can add some customization options to your visual as well. Then if I just go back to my visual, now what is the difference between this and the field map? So the only difference between those right now is if you click on field map, let it allow some time to change from the single map to field map. You can see these regions are now highlighted. So India was coming in the this particular column, country column. So it is highlighting that region, and it is doing that with the help of this field region. So let's say that right now my whole data set is not having all the states in India region because I haven't got participation of ordering from every state. In that case, I just want to focus on the states who have ordered from my e-commerce website. So for that, I will click on new page. Again, I will use this field map option. So click on field map, and first we will see how can we create the field map. So the process is fairly same to as we were creating the map option. I have this location option, so I will drag and drop this country over here, and it would just give me the different countries that are present in it. So if you go to the filters option, I want to apply the filter of country. So I can click over here, and I will show you how can you do it in the next sessions as well. So right now just select India, and it would show you only the value as India. And in the location, I want to see the different states that have participated in ordering. So let's remove the country and put states over here. So you can see it is neglecting some of the Indian states. Over here, it is neglecting Goa. It is doing so because we haven't got any order from Goa. So it is not filling that region. But whatever values would be present inside your data set, it is just showing those values by shading those. So whatever states have not been highlighted with the filled region, that means we haven't been getting sales from those states. So if I just turn off this filter, now you can see I haven't applied any location based filter over here. And you can see over here, these are the particular states from which I'm getting the orders. So in this way, you can apply the field part to any map as well. Now, this can also be used to show the different orders that have been getting from different states. Let's say if you want to show it in the form of some heat maps and you want to see that what should be the field color for these. If you want to change the color for this, you can choose this color option and you can change the colors from it. If you click on show all, here you can control the individual colors for every part that has been showed. So let's say if I want to color different countries according to different field colors, I can easily control it with the help of colors option. And that would be good for identifying different countries from top. Because right now when we are having the single color, we are not able to identify the different countries or in a single country if we talk about. So we are not able to identify the different states. So we can change the colors from over here, and we can try to apply individual color to individual countries or individual states. So in this way, you can try to create any field map and map. So this was all for this session. In the next session, we'll be talking about a different visualization in Power BI. Thank you.